You got your phone up.
No.
I mean,
I don't have nothing to prop it on.
like I did right there.
Just Are they
like
gonna be able to hear from what the
absolutely? So y'all, Hey, and IG land, how y'all doing? Okay, so like we really getting technical over here. Like I feel like we big shit. We have 3 phones and a computer going, so we can be on all platforms. Like we the shit. You gotta turn your camera around, bro.
Hold up, Doc. Can I get there? Can you give me a minute, please?
Okay,
all right. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Can you give me a second? Okay.
Yeah,
can you then say, can we get it cleared up in here?
Y'all know how we do.
Up in here. Can we get it cleared?
Yeah, I need to be cleared. I just had Pop-Up Daddy hit me up. It's like, I don't do no pop-ups.
Oh, Lord.
I don't do no pop-up daddies. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know Billionaire Bucket asked me, he's like, huh? What's a pop-up daddy? For those of you who are single mothers or fathers, because you could say a pop-up mama, that would be those masculine parent portals or feminine parent portals that ain't doing shit for your kids but want to pop up when they get ready. Do y'all feel me? They want to pop up when they get ready. It's like, you don't get that right over here, bro. So I got a pop-up daddy text message just a minute ago. And yeah, brother trying to say I need some clearance. And in that note, I need to like turn the air down because y'all know how I be. Y'all only be getting hot. Yep. So I want to make sure I stay cool. So, Bucket, give it to him while I go turn the air down.
I'm glad I put my socks on because my feet's cold. Know what I'm talking about? Who all up on here? Billionaire. Audrey. What's going on? Kimberly surpassing Understanding Baker. Hello.
Billionaire Audrey in the house.
Yes, we have Billionaire
Kimberly
Audrey.
surpassing Baker. Oh, my yoni hoe's in the house.
Yoni.
It's a proud yoni hoe right here.
It's a yoni.
You know, let me see if I can turn around this way and say, ooh, those hoes are us.
Those hoes are us.
Well, not me. You a hoe?
No,
you a dick dangler. My apology.
What's the difference?
Him's a dick dangler. Him's not a yoni hoe. How we doing? It's Truthful Tipsy Tuesdays. Welcome. Man, I feel like we have like a TV camera crew going on.
You know what I'm talking about?
We got a crew here. We got a crew here. We got a crew here. A crew here and a crew here. Damn, get ready for that, brother.
Bam.
You're the shiznick. Oh, no. Not kill him. Not. Let me get you in that camera so these folks on IG can see you. Kill it. Ooh, slow motion.
Why they ain't ready?
He almost got skills like me.
I'm talking about.
Is that we burning the night?
I forgot the name of this one.
That one's fire.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Get the vibes.
You gonna catch the vibes? Hey, y'all, listen. I got a cousin out there. His name is Jameson Miltier. Y'all, he dropped a new track.
Ooh.
He dropped a new track. I gotta play it for y'all. Facebook, IG, we don't own the rights to this music, although it's in my bloodline.
Yeah, Kimmy J, that's right. You better be up in here. You about to get put in the code.
Ooh, Kimmy J.
Missing live.
Kimmy J. Sakai in the house. Sakai, we bumping my baby cousin. He dropped a new track talking about where we going.
That's when you get that.
Hey, I don't know where we going, but we know we're going to the top. Hey,
focus.
What? What? Ooh, no, get him. What? Where you going?
You know the young kids?
Yeah.
Oh, kill him, Doc.
I don't know where we going.
I don't even know. But it's gonna happen fast.
Yes, I'm with it. Hey, I see. Oh.
Slow motion.
Woo! Your freak.
Ooh. Hey.
Y'all make sure y'all get that on all streams. I don't know where we going.
Yeah. We're going to have to put his name in at the bottom when we finish. So y'all can check him out. Bro, it's fire. We got vibes. Real nice vibes. We got bars.
I'm going to have to tell him to drop something for them yoni hoes.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, YouTube.
YouTube. We love you too. Yo.
Do I look greasy, y'all? I just got a shower.
Oh, you know, you glistening. You glistening.
You gotta do that. You gotta keep the yoni right.
Yeah. Can't be up in here with no hot monkey.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, you know.
What's this?
Yeah, we had to throw the goofy on.
What is
Ancestors.
What is going on here?
Yeah, I can't show y'all the tsunami today.
Wait. You can't even give them a sneak peek of what you doing under there. I mean, brother, I synced it. I synced it earlier. Let me tell y'all, I synced the tsunami.
I wanted to, but the ancestors, they just, you know what I'm talking about? I'm really about to be tested with little stuff to see if I'm ready for
y'all, this is what I was doing with the tsunami. I'm about to say.
Yeah,
I can't even ride that way. It's just too much.
Too much.
How y'all been?
Hi guys.
Facebook, YouTube. How y'all been? What's happening in the social media world? So Billionaire Bucket.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to you, Doc.
I appreciate that. You know, I'm Dr. Lovey. I just do a little something.
What you do, Doc?
I just do a little something for the women in the streets.
In the streets?
In the streets.
Okay.
You know, I just help them heal past them trauma that they've been going through and dealing through and can't give voice to. You know, that's all we do up in the Yoni Hole group.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
just a little something.
Just a little something. We just living free. We just living free. We get past all them traumatisms. So we can live lives of freedomisms. That sounds good.
I got 40 here. Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, that's what we do in the Yoni Ho group. You know, we just want.
Shout out to the Yoni Hoes.
Let me tell you.
Foremost,
the Yoni Hoes. I need some type of for the Yoni Hoes.
Oh look,
wait.
You gotta research gang signs before you get to throwing the fingers.
Oh, is this a gang sign? Cause this is cool.
I don't know. We're gonna have to ask somebody.
Is this a gang sign? Yoni Hoes.
Any gang members out there who can tell us if these are gang signs?
Wait. Let me see.
We don't need nobody getting beat up.
This is a gang sign for the Yoni Hoes. Okay, maybe not.
Doing.
Can I do that for the Yoni Ho? Come on. I'm going in the Yoni Ho group tonight. Y'all do some research and let me know.
Let the doc know what
y'all let me know what we're gonna do for some gang signs.
How about the
when I don't have my shirt on, I need to be able to rep my hoes. We hoes.
There's some hoes in the house. There's some hoes in
the
house. If they free them, point them out. If they free them, point them out. Hey!
Young hoes in the house. Yes.
Doc want to know. And she ain't even got into the Salome's Rum Punch, baby. That's our sponsor. You know what I'm saying? What's in your cup? You're gonna drink responsibly.
IG. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
Nada.
This is Salome's
Rum Punch.
Rum Punch. Y'all, let me tell you.
Get you some.
Billionaire Bucket gave us about this much last night.
Literally.
Okay, that much.
Yeah.
He gave us about that much last night. Can y'all see that? Mm-hmm. Literally. And before I know it, his words was all slurred. Because y'all know I busted him out last night. Seriously. For those of you who are on my Facebook group, page, I was, I'm about to embarrass my brother, but that's
what else is new?
That's what sisters do. You know what I'm saying? That's what siblings do. I do. So, like, my brother got a little crush.
Oh, come on, Doc. Damn, then what you about to do now?
He got a little crush. She fine. Ooh.
Man, the doc can't hold water, y'all. Golly.
Now y'all know I can hold water. I
You
coach.
can't hold no water.
I coach for a living, y'all. So
Not when it come to me.
I ain't
Let me
trying
say
to
that.
have nobody sue my insurance.
Well, let me say that. When it
So-
come to me, she can't hold no water.
So my brother got a little bit of crush, just a little bit. So you know, he's saying little. Y'all remember them little teenage crushes? You mentioned it for the ladies in the house. You mentioned the dude's name, and you just like you so giddy. Where you going? Sit down. You got poo poo.
I'm going to.
You don't have no gas, do you?
No, I'm tired.
So I'm like trying to get him on video because we always doing something around these streets that's just outrageous and crazy. And so I'm like, tell me again what you saying about her. And he kept repeating it, right? And I kept running in the kitchen and I'm like, hold on. I'm doing X, Y, Z. And so I go back towards the bathroom. Y'all, I'm that girl. I don't care if you got shit. I'm standing outside the door talking to you. That's just who I am. I do it to him all the time. I do it to my husband all the time. Y'all know them kids that be like this. Hi, mommy. What you doing in there? That's me. So anyway, I'm like, brother, what you say about her? And he's like, brrr. I'm like, I didn't tell you to say that. So he let it rip her. So yeah, he was acting all embarrassed because I caught him on video, letting her rip her, and then I tagged his little crushy crush in the video, and whole little tink. How you feel? Your tummy bubbly? Huh, honey? You got the bubbly tummy.
Dr. Gemini Twin said, do better. That's right, Dr. Gemini Twin.
Hell, do better.
No,
you want him to do better?
Get her together.
Dr. Gemini Twin, you want him to do better? You got to warn me. Sister, I got gas. Like, don't be recording me.
That's right, Kimmy J. Let her know, damn it. It's a job in there. You know what I'm talking about? Let her know. Don't be interrupting folk. You feel me?
Melissa,
sure.
I didn't send it to her. I put it on my
She put it on
page.
Facebook, Melissa. That was just about as bad because she saw it.
I put it on my page and I tagged her. Cause listen, she done gave him a whole new name. This is Billionaire Bucket. You know, it take me a minute to get used to names. Ask them yoni hoes. I will fuck up a name in a heartbeat.
Man.
Now she done gave him King Billionaire. Now I got to get used to that. Now I ain't gonna tell y'all what I got him stored in the phone under.
Lord have mercy. Please don't.
BSB.
Oh, come on, Doc.
I got him stored in the phone under BSB. Now I got to get used to KBB. You know, BSB is Big Shitty Bucket.
Oh, come on. Just because a brother is regular. How you think I'm losing this weight?
Big Shitty Bucket. That's what I got. Or was it BBSB? Big
I ain't answering no
Shitty
question.
Billionaire Bucket. It was BSBB, Big Shitty Billionaire Bucket. Now I gotta get used to King Billionaire Bucket. So yeah, any of y'all
ain't that funny, Kimmy J.
Any of y'all have siblings out there, you know, boy, Bucket, I'm shiny. Ooh, look at that.
Listening. That's right. Tell her Billionaire Audrey ain't approve of that. That's right. That's
you know,
right.
Folks used to say, you got some Crisco on. You remember that? You got some Crisco on. You remember that?
I ain't paying you no attention.
Let me put some on you. You might need it. I'm all shiny. Let me see my elbows right, because you will say, huh? Okay, let me rub it in. Okay, we good now. We back. So yeah, that was what went down.
The knock on one tonight. Oh, boing, 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 boing.
Y'all know we love some Big Shitty Billionaire Bucket. We love us some Big Shitty Billionaire Bucket. Y'all leave Big Shitty alone. What they saying over there on the Facebook?
Kimmy J, what you jealous about?
I did take a sip.
I had to. You over there talking shiggity about me. I got to get my mind right.
You gotta get your
what
mind
you jealous
right.
about, Kimmy J? She said she about to work out and listen to us.
You on tape?
I'm on tape. Hey, it's y'all.
Hey,
Raquel Sands is on.
That's our girl. Hey,
that is our sponsor.
If you not
y'all
on
hit her
IG,
up.
Listen, on IG, I tagged her in my picture. I don't know her name on IG.
It's Raquel. I think it's _242.
You're right. How come you can remember shit like that? But then when we have a conversation,
Doc, I got to be on. I got
out.
to be on, Doc. I got to be on.
I don't
boom,
understand
boom, boom. We got
shit.
4 going. I got to be on. That's our sponsor.
I'm
Oshalami. Oshalami.
I'm like, we're just having a conversation about the pop-up daddy, right? And
I've never heard this term, so you threw me off.
And then he thinking I'm talking about our masculine parent portal. I'm like,
I ain't never heard no pop-up daddy. I was like, well, pop-up daddy? Like, maybe she's talking about our daddy. I don't know.
I can't tell you the last time I heard. He ain't even a pop-up daddy. He just a...
Okay. Well,
so, I mean,
you know.
I'm like, why would I be talking about your...
Look, my mind was focused. You know what I'm talking about? I was ready to get to this live, to get to the people's them. You know what I'm talking about? Feel me? I was focused. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna hit me with new terminologies.
Yeah, y'all. When I be talking to Bucket, I promise you, I don't know who I be talking to. I be like, bruh, you with me? Yep.
Raquel _242, y'all, on
242
IG.
on IG. Get your rum punch. She ships anywhere in the United States for now.
Yes.
Y'all want to get it before it goes national and, the price go up. You want to get it now. We ain't playing no games.
It's worth it. Because it's good.
Bucket drinking like it's Kool-Aid.
It's so sweet.
It is yummy. It is very yummy. I sip it, so it don't affect me like that. It give me all kind of giggly laugh. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to create. What we gonna create? We gonna have a meeting tonight, Bucket. What we gonna do? We gonna stay up all night, Bucket. Like,
relax. Just let me chill.
So,
you know what I'm talking about?
What you talking about?
Yeah, we cool.
Yeah. So when Bucket hit this, you think he has some Mother Earth.
Word.
When I hit it, I be like, we about to create. Up in here. Bucket, you ready? No? Okay.
I'm chilling.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
So I get left out all by myself. Who that saying hello? Who that saying hello? You know I can't see that far back. Y'all need your glasses.
Santasha Minor. Ooh, that's a new name.
That's a new name. I don't know that name.
Hello.
Queen.
Welcome.
Y'all make sure y'all share, because at the end of this, we got a giveaway. We always got a giveaway. So y'all make sure y'all share up so that if you don't win, maybe your friend will win and your friend will be willing to share with you.
Share life.
But, I'm a little bit behind on sending out giveaways. I suck balls. For real. Y'all can blame me. I'm going to own my shit. I have not been to the post office. Like, I got a sister overseas waiting on her candles. I've been had the candles for over a month now. And they're boxed up.
Dr. Gemini twin, can we give her some advice?
I need an assistant.
Do better. Knee slapper.
I'll take it. I'll own my shit. I haven't been to the post office. I've shit in my P.O. box. I haven't even picked up. I suck balls. Hey.
Whoa.
Hi. My name is Dr. Lovey B. I suck balls.
Oh, that's a wonderful introduction. Oh, that's right. Do better, baby. I forgot the baby.
Hey, Randall! Queen.
That's right.
What's going on? Randall, we ain't seen you in a couple weeks. You good up there is you in the DMV area now? Or is you still in Virginia?
He's been on my mind lately, too.
Well,
I need to reach out.
You ain't reached out?
Yeah, I need to reach out.
He sucks as a coach. Y'all get in his assets.
Whoa. Now, what we're not going to do. Okay.
Whoa. What we're not going to do.
That white.
Yeah, I suck as a coach sometimes, too. I had somebody in my inbox from over a month ago. And a yoni hoe at that.
Ooh.
And she hit me up on a post like, yeah, I'm still waiting on a response from that message. I'm like, what? When you send me a message? Y'all know, y'all have to realize I get messages like, bling, 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 so people get drowned. That don't work? Okay. All right, well, I own it.
Dr. Gemini twins will say, do better, baby.
I just need to do better.
Do better, baby.
I need an assistant.
Raquel wants to know if they're small balls or big balls.
Well, at this point, because I'm not doing what I need to do as far as go to the post office.
They're big.
So if I choose small balls, I can get more in. Or if I choose big balls, I can just suck on one. Hello? Hello.
I was reading comments.
Can somebody be with me? Tell me.
I was reading comments.
You can't tell me what kind of balls I can suck on?
No.
What we talking about tonight, Billionaire?
That's your prerogative. We talking about PTSD.
That's my topic.
It is. Post-traumatic slave disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic slave disorder.
Yeah.
That there's a doctor who actually cloned that or created that out of Chicago. I don't remember her name, so I can't give you no details. But if you go on Facebook, YouTube, you can type that in and you can look her up. Post-traumatic slave disorder. But because I'm Dr. Lovey B, when I'm coaching, I always twist things, make it my own, you know what I mean? So I came up with the post-traumatism slave disease. Now here's the difference between the two. The disorder is shit that happens to us as a race if you're melanin, and it's still affecting us today. The traumatism, the disease, is shit that has been passed down to us through our generational bloodline. Okay. You get that? Okay, so we're breaking generational curses or generational cycles, whatever you choose to call it. Cycles, curses, shit, it is a curse. Some of the shit I got to break.
Woo, child.
In my bloodline. It's
child.
like,
hello.
And if you think about it, slavery wasn't that long ago, so it's still being passed down. And it's like at some point, we have to be responsible and break those old habits, those old programming. And y'all know how I feel about programming. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you saw my little rant about the mermaid shit and the picture and all that. I ain't gonna go into details.
But we ain't gonna call that a rant. That's how you felt, and it was.
I did feel, and it's very valid feelings about how I feel as a woman that's melanin, that is woke to things that of this illusion I ain't feeling, because it keeps people suppressed and programmed. So anywho, I went on about that, but why did I say that? I don't know. I only had one sip, so what?
Because we get into that topic, Doc, the PTSD. And then tonight, what we doing tonight, Doc? Hit him with the shoulders.
I'm gonna hit him with the shoulders.
No. What was that? Whoa.
Oh my gracious! So I really wanted to talk about PTSD tonight.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? What's the damn title? Shit, I don't know. I need to start all over. I don't know what we're talking about.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa. So it was decisions. Are we still making? Oh man, I done forgot.
See, it's both of us.
Lord,
we suck balls. He sucks little ones.
I don't suck any balls. Let's be clear.
No. It's not on here. I can't help you. I can't help you. Be clear. Okay. Billionaire bucket. Okay, you don't suck balls. What if it's a lollipop ball?
Hell no.
Okay, he said
lips.
No. You suck lips?
Yeah. Ladies, suck lips. I like ladies. Hello.
Is it yoni lips or is it lips?
Sure. Leave it to your imagination.
So I don't know what we're talking about.
Excuses for division.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I completely just forgot that title, y'all.
Oh my gracious.
I went into meditation and my mind is like, I said, I want to clear my mind, and they cleared my mind.
Clear my mind.
I'm like, huh? I'm just here for the ride and the rum punch. Sippy. Make sure you drink responsibly.
Okay, so I want to talk about this real quick because we ain't gonna be before y'all long. Let's do a little 2 pump and a twirl, or 1 pump and a half a twirl, or something like that.
We're gonna give y'all some quality though. It's gonna be some quality half pump.
No, and we need to not hold you long. It's a Tuesday night. You may have to go to work tomorrow, and then Billionaire Bucket wants to go live in the Yoni Ho group. So Yoni Hoes,
yeah, I gotta talk to y'all.
Yoni Hoes, if you present, we gonna hit you up. We gonna put it on you in the Yoni Ho group afterwards. If you're not a Yoni Ho and you want to be a Yoni Ho where you can come over there and get your life, rediscover who you are.
That right. Let them know how to
get out of your traumatisms. Remember what I told y'all traumatisms is. The shit that's been passed down to you, through you, in your generation. You know what I mean? So, there's some shit, you may not know you need to release. I don't think I told the people on the lies about my experience on the playground.
No, you didn't.
No, y'all. Prime example. I'm going to go left field for a minute, but I promise y'all I'll bring it back together. I promise y'all.
You were left field, you did.
I promise y'all, because I haven't shared with y'all. I shared with the Yoni Ho group. It's so special. I love you, Yoni Hoes. But I share with them about my experience on the playground. What's the playground?
At the playground. Playground.
So,
that was called.
Hey.
Oh, that old song, yeah, playground.
Hey. So, y'all know, like, I've never had anything inside my body that would help alter it any kind of way. Like, I don't do Mother Earth or anything like that. And I don't knock anybody that does. I'm not a pill popper or anything like that. But we have family substance abuse. So I can barely drink alcohol. This I can drink. I can drink this shit like a pro. But anything else, I think I'd just be fudged up. So anyway, I wanted to go on the playground because I had an agenda. The playground is on the other dimension. And I wanted to go up the mountain. And to do that, I did some shrooms. Yeah. It's been about, 2 weeks?
I think so.
I got to keep track, y'all, because I'm going back to the playground. That shit.
I think so.
That shit. So I call it the playground. I call it the playground. It was my first experience. Bucket was my babysitter. And so it was about a 5.5 hour trip. It typically, I would say mine was more like 5.
6. And
it's supposed to take 6 hours at minimum. But they threw my ass out, just threw me back to earth. And I was like, well, damn, because I went up there with an agenda. You should not, for the first 3 times, have an agenda, which I didn't know. My coach in this realm didn't tell me don't have an agenda, but I had an agenda. I was like, I'm going to get boom, boom, boom. I'm coming back with the doom, doom, doom. Well, I get up the mountain, and I didn't get no boom, 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 and then no whoom, whoom, whoom. I got a wham, wham, wham. Y'all, on this damn journey in the playground, I was like, I just want to get to the playground, because y'all was like, to get to the mountain, it was probably like a 3-hour hike. Ooh, was it? Then I kept saying, Bucket, like, oh my gracious, are we there yet? It's so many layers. Where are we now? I talked the whole time, and that was another thing. My coach on this side, my guide on this side was like, yeah, look, you was just doing way too much talking. It's like, well, shit, I didn't know I was talking. I talk. Damn. I mean, I talk all the time. So I was greeted by, 4 ancestors?
You say your dad,
my father,
grandpa,
my grandfather, my grandmother, and my brother. And so, y'all, let me tell you, when I seen my father, I actually seen him in the physical, and it was like he disappeared. Okay. And then I was like, hold on, that's my pops, and I just got so emotional. But let me back up. When I got outside the 3rd dimension, and I could tell I was outside of the 3rd dimension because I was going through all this sacred geometry, and it looked like the chakra colors. And I kept telling Bucket, like, oh, sacred geometry, like, it was just beautiful. And then I could tell when I was greeted by, I'm going to say, a guide to take me up the mountain. And the minute I met the guy, I was like, hey, my brother Bucket? Yeah. So I did discover that we are close in the physical because we've been around the mulberry bush a lot. We're like spiritual twins. Like, we always together, even when we're not together in the physical. That's why the next woman to come along, she got to be able to tolerate. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm not overbearing. So anyway, I'm like introducing Bucket to the guy, we going up the mountain, and he over there, because he my babysitter, right? He like, why is she talking about me? Yeah. And so, like, over half of the trip was about him. Mind you, y'all know, because he had just went through that incident with the breakup and whatnot. So I was greeted by my grandfather first. And that's where, Yoni Hoes noticed, that's when my grandfather was like, I need you to keep an eye on Demetrius. He could say his name in physical, but he was being funny over there.
That's how my grandma.
That's how my grandmother used to say it. I need you to keep an eye on Demetrius, which I knew that was coming from her through him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, because you know he's slow. And I'm like, I know, Grandpa. I know he's slow. I keep an eye on him all the time, Grandpa. I keep an eye on him all the time. Make a long story short, I met my grandfather. I met my father. I met my second to youngest brother. And I met my grandmother. And y'all, I cried so much. I mean, to the point where Bucket was nervous for me because I was just like, I could not stop crying. I wailed. And the purpose for me telling y'all this is a lot of times we have shit suppressed that we don't even know we have suppressed. I had no idea things that I discussed with my ancestors and my brother. I had no idea that stuff was affecting me. And so as I was talking to them and going back and forth and having that dialogue, I was like, I came back the next day and I told Bucket, I had no clue that I needed to release like that. Yeah. I had no clue. And so I say that to y'all. You have no clue what you need to release. And a lot of us have shit that we are holding on to that we have suppressed in our memory that we done truly forgot about it. So it's crucial to do your healing work. Because what happens is the stuff that you suppress, the body is now formulating it into some type of dis-ease. Again, PTSD, the post-traumatism slave dis-ease, that shit that has been passed down through generation. So if Big Mama had high blood pressure, then guess what? You suppressing shit and you're agreeing that this is something that occurs in my bloodline. You know what I mean? And so you like, Big Mama had blood pressure. My grandmother had blood pressure. And then the first thing happens when you go to the doctor, they be like, what's your family history? For what? I'm breaking the cycle on that shit.
That way.
You're not. See, what happens is if you go to the doctor and you put on this form, grandmother, father, auntie, this person had cancer, and then you're saying, this is my family history. At that point, you are agreeing that that is a huge possibility for you. And so whatever you're suppressing, you're telling that dis-ease, that PTSD, that it has permission to form into that, whether it be blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, whatever. And I told y'all before, the root cause of cancer is, you remember? Anger. So, anyway.
I'm trying to say I'll be tapped out. I'll be remembering.
I was asking you, did you remember?
I'll be remembering.
Should have asked them if they remember. But the purpose of tonight's live with the PTSD.
Yes.
How are you creating division? When you think about in your bloodline, the PTSD, the post-traumatism slave dis-ease, not the PTSD post-traumatic slave disorder. The shit that's been passed down for generation after generations in your bloodline. How are you creating division because it's been passed down to you? I want to hear from y'all, IG, Facebook, YouTube.
Come on with it.
I want to hear from y'all. How are you? Just think about it. Regardless if you are conscious of you doing it or you're not. And the reason I asked, I'm going to give you a little backstory about why I asked that. It's like, how are you creating division in your bloodline? You got a story of how you doing it, knowingly or non-knowingly?
Let me think. How am I creating division in my family? I don't know. So what's fresh on my brain right now is the downloads that I've been getting just recently.
Give it to us.
So how I would create how I've been creating the division is through toxic relationships.
Ooh.
And the way that I see that is because that's all I've seen. So the download that I was given just today, I've not seen what well, except for one, my grandparents, my grandfather and my grandmother, that was like the only long-lasting relationship that I've ever had an example of. So that's why a lot of the ways I move how my grandfather would move. But as far as when we come to breaking cycles, I have been focusing so hard on my father's side that I completely forgot that, you know, my mother's side of things, which that's where the relationship issues come in, because that's all I've seen on that side was some pretty toxic relationships with aunts, uncles, and so forth. So that would be me creating division, because that's continuing that cycle of not evenly yoked, I guess, spouses. And then that creates the family division, because then the family's like, you know, nobody winning when the family feud, like Jay-Z said. So, you know, that's what that would create. And to break the cycle, it's important that I have someone who is, well, as we talked last week, you know, secure and is able to fit into an environment.
Speak up, boys.
Of strong melanated queens. So that's how I would be creating.
Your voice went down like you was like a little bit unsure about that. So I want you to put some bass in your voice and speak so the people can hear you.
I'm saying it with my chest.
Oh, okay. Well, let me hear it. Okay, so spiritual technologist said, I know I'm creating division because I am not forgiving the members of my family who have done me wrong. That's huge, spiritual technologist.
That's very huge.
That's huge. So let me tell y'all about a division that, and this is probably gonna cause somebody to get butthurt, but y'all know I don't give a fuck. Get butthurt because you're already butthurt. So, you know, I just call it like it is. But there's a division currently, and I know I speak, don't talk about shit while you're going through it, but I ain't going through nothing. So that's why I get to talk about it. It's the other person. There's a division going on that I'm a present to, aware that I have a family member who is truly butthurt about something that they said to another family member that was really, really like cutthroat. And then so the family member that it was said to decided to honor what the other family member said. Now, it's been some time that they haven't talked, so there's been a division. So the family member that spoke what they spoke has been upset, has been angry, and not only at that family member, but at other family members and at other family members. And it's like, when we say and do things because we hurt, we say and do things to hurt other people. And then when things don't go our way or how we envision for it to look, or people don't do what we want them to do, then there creates this division, because that shit's been passed down. It's like, you my brother, but if I get butthurt over something you say, I don't have to talk to you. That's programming, y'all. That is PTSD. Like spiritual technologist said, I don't know if you're a female or male, I can't see, so please forgive me, but that individual on IG said they cannot forgive or have not forgiven. So that those family members that have done them wrong, they choose to just stay divided. But let me tell y'all something. When you are creating a division for whatever reason, you can't forgive, you mad, you butthurt, somebody didn't do what you wanted them to do, you're not affecting those people. You're affecting yourself. You're affecting your own health. You are affecting you. Because when this situation was brought to my attention, I'm like, well, damn, I didn't even know the person was in their feelings. I didn't even know they was butthurt. And this has been some time, y'all. This individual is butthurt, truly butthurt. And so it's like, they up in age. So what, you could check out of here tomorrow and take that to your grave and be butthurt and create a division, and then one is left with, I don't know if they'll have a regret, but that's something that's going to weigh on them, because that was a family member. And it could be a friend, it could be a spouse. It's like, y'all as human beings, as adults, if you 5, you an adult, you grown, okay? You grown. If you 5 years of age, you know what I'm saying? If you was born after 2014, you grown before, excuse me. You grown before.
Oh, my gracious.
So you have to be able to control yourself. You cannot control other people. And that's another thing, PTSD. Everybody want to control folks.
Yeah.
Everybody want to point the finger at other people. Everybody wants somebody to do what they want them to do. And if that don't look right, sound right, smell right, then the other individual is in the wrong and you butthurt. Now you're creating a division. But the division in the family, it's sad within itself, because we as melanin people, and I'm talking to only my melanin folks, because y'all the only ones gonna get this. All right? So if you are non-melanin, don't be in my inbox talking about something that's not true. You don't understand what the fuck our struggles are. So I love you. Bye-bye. Miss me with that one. So if you are melanin, you understand that slavery has taught us to separate from family, to separate from each other. You light, I'm dark. You almost white. You don't fit in. You too dark to be this. You too light to be black. Oh, you white. That shit has got to stop. It creates a division. Oh, you think you better. You make $1 more than me. You think you the shit. You flying around the country and you speaking, you this, you that. And it's like, no, you think that. You're creating a division. I don't think that, because I'm serving my purpose. Now, here goes another one. If I don't call you, don't make up, I'm talking about me now. Don't make up in your head, and I know a lot of y'all can agree with this. Don't make up in your head that I'm better than you. Because the phone rings in and out. Last time I checked.
Hold on. You said you can dial out?
Well, all the phones is occupied. I was about to try it out. I'm like, whoa, pick it up. Let me see. The phone rings in and out. So if you're thinking about a family member and you haven't heard from them, but you're waiting on them to call you, because, you know, you just privileged like that, and they ain't call you in a few weeks. Now you're over here making up all kind of shit in your head, causing a division. Oh, she thinks she better than. I see her on Facebook. She got time enough to post up and do this and do that. And it's like, y'all know we living in the era of microwave where everything's just boop, boop, boop. People just trying to navigate. It's not that they're not thinking about you, like they're not loving on you, like they're not caring about you. People trying to navigate. And there's more people trying to survive. Okay? Let's just keep it real. It's like people really trying to survive and figure out how they're going to pay their bills. Like, you the last thing on their mind when they got an eviction notice. Stop making shit about you. When that person crossed your mind, pick the phone up and be like, hey, thinking about you. But you know what'll get you all the time? You said it earlier.
What I said about?
Pride.
Ooh. Ooh. You know what Kendall said?
Ooh. Kendall Fickler.
Shout out Kendall Fickler. Ooh.
Let that breathe. He'll say that too. But I say let that be. Your pride will get you all the time. Oh, I can't call her. I can't call him. Creating that division.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. Everybody has somebody in their life. It's like no matter what you do, they just don't belong there. I just told y'all, pop-up daddy. I know I ain't willing to fool with that energy. What we got to talk about? You ain't taking care of shit over here, so what we got to talk about? The daughter don't want to talk to you, so what we have to talk about? I'm happily married, so we have nothing to talk about. Unless you're saying I'm about to send you a check, that's different. Then I can give you my mailing address. But that ain't even the case. So there are those people in your life where it's like, they done served their purpose. Bye-bye. But then there are those other people in your life, and going back, when people have served their purpose, you can release them and not hold any tension or be mad or cannot forgive. You can release them and be clear, free, complete.
Right.
And when you mention their name, you don't get all like tense. Your butthole is all drawn up like it's got a plug in it. You don't get like that. You just like, oh, it's like that. I release pop-up daddy just like that. He served his purpose. We come together for what we come together for. To bring a soul into this plane and to learn lessons while we were together.
Right.
Period, point blank. I'm grateful. Got him. But then there are those other people where it's like, you butthurt for no reason because you want your way. Mm-hmm. And you causing and creating a division for no reason. Y'all know who you can and cannot tolerate, who you should and should not be around. But the thing that we'll do is those people that hurt us over and over and over again, you constantly give it to them. You just overly giving. They're the ones you'll run to. You give. But the ones that is just like, they just want to check in on you, see how you doing here and there, you mad at them. But then turn around and be like, I give to everybody and get nothing in return. Well, where are you giving your energy to, baby?
Do better, baby.
Do better?
They got to do better, baby.
So I'm going to invite y'all to take inventory and see where you or any other family member is causing a division on purpose because of PTSD, taught behavior, taught programming. Mama did it, grandma did it, I'm going to do it. Break them cycles. Somebody's got to be the one to break the cycles in your bloodline in order for it to stop and be free, clear, complete, so that you don't have family members constantly recycling into this plane with the same old shit. And that could very well be you coming back to repeat the same old shit, but worse. I read Jade Empress, for those of you who know who Jade Empress is. He's actually on the ancestor money. Mm-hmm. This guy, he did 1,750 lifetimes.
That's a lot of lifetimes.
1,750 lifetimes.
That's a lot of lifetimes.
The average lifetime was over 120,000 years. So he did over 1 million years on this plane.
Good Lord.
So for those of you who don't believe in reincarnating, then you might as well get off. But for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, it's like you come back and you will repeat shit that your soul needs to get. And then you'll take on new lessons that your soul needs to get to recycle back to your core. So get the shit right that you need to get right in this lifetime so you don't have to repeat this stuff. Because nothing's like taking what you holding on to into another lifetime plus the new shit you got to learn. It's like, damn, this bleeding. I talked to a girl today. Her bleeding lifetimes of slavery. And she can hear herself as that slave. It's a constant battle for her to check herself and know the difference as what's current lifetime and what's past lifetime. That ain't fun, y'all.
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
Doesn't sound like it at all.
So, yeah, I reincarnated right back into this plane. I'm like, shit. I keep saying I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. But I keep coming back. Damn, he needs to get the shit right.
You keep bringing somebody with you.
Oh, Butted. You know my brother Butted? Oh, Butted. That's because we go everywhere together, Butted. So y'all know he's been quite true with me because he discovered that I convinced him to come back with me this time.
I did not want to come to Earth.
So for 37 years, he did not know why he didn't want to be here. For 37 years. He just discovered this year as to why he always felt that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a huge discovery.
That was a major discovery, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You glad you're here now?
I'm glad I'm working on my mission. Feel like now I have a purpose here. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. But
did you steal my nose? Because it looks like mine from here.
How do I steal, girl? Like, we got the same father. So we got the same nose.
All right, y'all. So listen. I hope that was helpful. I want you to take inventory and see if it's possible. You may not be doing it. This may not be a message for you this week.
Yeah.
But see if somewhere you are creating the division and take inventory. And for spiritual technologists, I would like for you to really be with, do you want to forgive? And even if you don't forgive for them family members, forgiving for you is what's most important. Because what I don't want to happen for you is your body to take that energy and let's say it's anger, and I ain't speaking anything over your life, but it changes in that anger transform and transmutes into something that we call cancer. So be mindful of that you ain't healing or forgiving for nobody but yourself.
That part.
That's it. It's like you can forgive, heal, move on, be free, clear, and complete.
That part.
And be thankful for the lessons and the blessings with inside each situation, because that's all it is.
Yeah.
And majority of the time we get caught up on the doggone lesson in it and not the blessing in it. So some people don't even get caught up on the lesson in it. They just stay at victim phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a victim, this happened to me, and they story just constantly. They cannot get out of the spiral of their story. You know, so we all have stories. We all have shit. Y'all know I told y'all about, I grew up in a household of two parents that were addicted to drugs. I dealt with abandonment issues. I've dealt with being violated by a female cousin and in turn violated other cousins. I had my first child at 16. I dropped out of high school my 12th grade year. Went back the next year. So I graduated a year late. Why did I drop out of high school? I had no one to watch my child because my mother at that time was dealing with her own substance abuse. I then was a single mother for half my life before 30? For half my life, I was a single mom. I had 3 kids by the time I was 30. But before I was 30, I had filed bankruptcy. I flunked out of nursing school. My junior year, the last semester, I flunked out of nursing school. Going back when I was not in the 4th grade, 9 years old, my teacher told my mother that I was a slow reader. So all my life, I took that on as a belief that I could not read. How did that show up later? I flunked out of nursing school because I was fearful to succeed. It's like, no, I can't graduate nursing school because I can't read. Lies. I didn't read my first book till I was 37, y'all. 37. I didn't read my first book. Now you can't stop me from reading. You know what I mean? Fast forward. It's like, then I meet my husband. Then I get 37. I decide there is more to life than what's been showing up for me. I filed bankruptcy because my mother did. I ended up in relationships that was dead because I saw my mother in relationships that was dead. I was in one relationship, was raped in that relationship. I mean, come on, y'all. We all have shit. Then I get this husband. He's amazing. Then I decide life has to be better. Then I started doing my healing work. I started going to personal development classes. I started meditating, sitting with myself, being with myself, releasing shit, discovering shit, unpeeling shit. You name it, using tools and techniques to help me navigate through all of that. And then at 43, I got my PhD. The fuck? Now, who can't read?
The teacher that told you couldn't.
So listen, don't get caught up in your story.
That's right. Don't
get caught up in your traumatisms. Everybody has something that they're navigating through.
That's right.
Everybody.
That's right.
But your story doesn't define you. It helps you become who you are here to be. Mm-hmm. Because I can sit here and tell my story because my story is going to help my other sisters who've been violated, my other sisters who've been beat on, my other sisters who have dealt with parents that have been addicted to something or they've been addicted themselves. I ain't never been addicted, but I've been on the side of a child that had parents that were addicted. Now, some of y'all can't even tell stories about your family members. I can't say that about my mom because I love my mom. My mom is so good. It's like, that was part of my mother's path. I can sit here and say that. I can't tell her story, but I can say how it affected me. That ain't who she is today. So get past, I can't tell my story because I don't want my mom to feel a certain type of way. That ain't your mama's healing. That's your healing. And that's the point that we have to get to. And if your mama and your daddy is embarrassed by what they caused in your life, that's the shit they got to deal with, not you. And you can continue to suppress that and not give voice to it. And who's affected? Not mama, not daddy. You. Now you got cancer somewhere. And most likely, if you're a woman, you got cancer in your yoni. Because that's your root chakra. That's your foundation. That's your childhood. That's your upbringing. Okay, peeps. Ooh. So you must be willing to look at where you creating a division in your life, in your bloodline, for yourself, and do the work. You do not have to live in pain and trauma. You can live free, and you can give voice to your story and sit up and tell your story like, yeah, I did this, I did that. Did that. And I'm complete with it. This happened to me, that happened to me. I did that. But it don't define me, and it don't keep me stuck. It makes me that much more powerful.
That's right. Take your power back.
Yes, from every situation, from every individual.
Yeah.
Speak this.
True.
So when you can get to a point where I say what the fuck I want to say and don't give a damn, who cares? You powerful at that point. You don't care who gonna get butt hurt. You get butt hurt because that's your shit. Don't have nothing to do with me, especially when I'm coming from a place of love. I ain't telling my story about my parents being addicted to drugs to come from a space of envy or to degrade my mother or that masculine parent portal. Hell, he's still addicted. I tell my story because it's part of my healing. It's part of your healing for those of you who need to hear it. And you need to get to the point where you could tell your story so that you can heal and so the people around you that need to hear it can heal as well. That's how we shift. We don't shift by keeping secrets, PTSD. We don't shift by holding what happens in this house stays in this house. We don't shift that way. We don't heal that way. We don't release that way. Not at all. So that whole programming has to be broken. I promise you. Just like Billionaire Bucket said, he's got failed relationships that have been examples for him. Now he has to do the work to release that because that's what he saw. And now he understands that that's why he's attracted all these years, these relationships that have been one-sided. It's powerful when you can discover shit. It's powerful when you can see why you keep going in these cycles. Because it's then at that point that you can shift. Oh, I got it now.
Yeah.
I got it now.
That's the true power.
I've been with my husband. Ooh, I got an anniversary coming up.
Ooh, it's your anniversary.
I've been with my husband 12 and a half years.
All right.
We have never put our hands on one another. Although I be wanting to. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what you say, ninja? You done forgot. He be like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. I ain't forgot, I promise. So I be wanting to. I'm pretty sure he be wanting to knock me the fudge out. But I have never, he has never, we don't disrespect one another. It's possible. Mm-hmm. For all my women that's done been through some crazy relationships, it's possible. But you have to see why you keep attracting them. You have to discover.
The common denominator is you.
Ooh, fuck it. You make me hot. When you say that.
Ooh, girl.
I think I got a wet titty.
What?
Let's see.
Girl.
Wet...
Ooh.
Oh, stop it.
want your
It's
booby
your
juice.
sister booby juice.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm telling.
Oh, why you pause?
Ran out of time.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
IG be playing, but you got a minute left too.
I do. Minute 11 seconds. You guys, let's get some traction on that page too. If you're on IG, check us out at Dr. Lovey B, Billionaire B.
Ooh, yes.
Let's get some traction on that page, please.
Dr. Lovey B, Billionaire B. That's our IG over there. So we're going to be taking things off of my platform and putting them on. We apologize. I ran out of time. Thank you for coming back, IG. But yes, so that we can keep the platform separated. And so we will be sharing so that you all can follow us on that page. We thank you for that. We thank you for that. But that is all I have. I hope that has been helpful for somebody. For those of you who haven't heard my story in that way, I hope that it has benefited you in a way that it has caused you to think about some things and what needs to shift for you. Your time gonna run out, Billionaire. What needs to shift for you? And if you want it to shift, by all means, you don't have to shift. You can continue to stay in pain and be a victim all you want, but I don't want to see you live that life. It's totally attainable to live free and give zero fucks. I do.
It is. Just remember, the common denominator is you to get to wherever it is that you choose to get to, whatever it is that you want to shift in your life. You have to work on you.
Ooh.
Nothing is going to come to you until you do you.
Do you, baby. Woo! Dr. Gemini twin, catch that. Do you, baby.
That's major. That's a major key. You can't sit up in here and say, oh, why me, why me, why me, if you ain't fixing you.
Why your cup look clean and my cup always look cloudy?
You got juice residue all around.
Oh, but see, you sip from here, I don't even hardly see nothing. My cup always look like that.
Cause you be sitting here twirling yours and spinning it all around and touching all over the place. I just have mine right here. Bam, sip.
What you trying to say? Billionaire, big shitty bucket.
Oh, see, now.
What you trying to say about me spinning my cup? Okay.
We gotta put the doc in the corner now, y'all.
Let's get this giveaway. Okay, y'all. Let me know you shared. Yes, please
Let
me know you share so that
Thank you for the new watchers as well. I saw some new names on there, and the doc was talking, so I didn't get a chance to shout y'all out. But thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it.
Let's see what they saying though.
Share.
Preach that thing. Billionaire bucket is BSBB. Big shitty billionaire bucket.
Don't listen to her.
That's who that is.
You ain't listening to her.
That's who that is.
No.
Facebook, tell me you shared if you want to be entered into this giveaway.
Yes, share with a friend, y'all. We appreciate the love.
And I'm playing this. Where we going?
Nika Deshay says she shared. All right, appreciate that love, Nika.
Nika, is that a new name? Nika?
That's a new name to me.
Hey, Nika.
Welcome, Nika. Welcome. Appreciate that love. Who else we got? Candace Howard.
Hey, Rodrika. How you doing? Hey, Candace.
Randall Wayne share. Of course, we know who Randall is. All right. Appreciate that.
Oh, hair right. That would be Billionaire Audrey.
Yes.
She says she do not approve that name for Big Shitty.
Thank you, Billionaire Audrey. That's what I'm talking about because she was you know what I'm saying? I told her she got to go to the corner.
What?
She got to go to the corner.
What? Don't do me like that. So listen, you good, Rodrika? I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, we appreciate the love, Sakai. Sakai said she already shared.
Sakai!
That love. Monica, thank you for the love. Appreciate the love. She said she shared. All right. Love.
All right, we picked
Rod
two winners.
Jones. Oh, that's a new name for us.
Rod.
That's a new name to me. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you coming through and rocking with us.
I would like to pick two winners tonight, Billionaire.
You would?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would. I would like to pick two winners tonight.
Okay.
Two winners.
Okay.
I got two winners.
Ooh. She
got two winners.
Think it's two. No. Nah, just one and two. Ooh.
Yes, I got 2 winners tonight.
What you got in store for you?
Oh, snap.
Oh, know how me come out here with the bars?
Y'all know we got bars. Because y'all know.
My record get
right.
pop playing.
Y'all know,
you know what I'm saying? It's all good, though.
Y'all know we got bars.
Son.
I got.
Of course, you know our sponsor from the Rum Punch.
Rum Punch.
Oshalami
Kitchen. Check out Raquel.
Sands. Y'all check her out.
Check her out. This shit.
Oshalami's Kitchen.
Bucket.
Woo.
Did we eat?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
It's going straight to my neck. I'm on
we were supposed to go
slow
get
vibes like
vegan cheese so we can have a grilled cheese so we can put some on our stomachs.
Oh, dang, Doc. I got into my meditation. My team had me doing some stretching, like some yoga type stretching, just getting my mind right.
Was you over there face down, ass up?
No.
The dog position?
No.
There is a position in yoga like that.
Yeah,
like,
downward dog, but I ain't on that yet. No. Just a little bit of stretching to get myself together and, you know what I mean, get my mind right, get cleared. A lot of downloads have been coming through. A lot of stuff happening in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new things happening as I'm ascending. So just, you know, wrapping my brain around it because it's like, what is all this happening? You know what I'm saying? So just to get cleared and get back to a clear space, then, you know what I mean? So I just like,
I don't know what the hell I need cleared for because that damn.
Yeah, it's coming right to you.
It's like,
yeah,
choking my damn throat.
Yeah, coming right to you.
I don't need to be cleared. I thank you though.
So you think. Yeah, be with that, Doc. Girl, don't be cutting your eyes at me. Sure.
Pick some numbers.
Do better, baby.
Pick some numbers.
I don't got nowhere to put the numbers. Where I'm going to write the numbers, Doc.
I got a pen.
Okay.
I got a piece of paper.
Okay, give me the pen and the paper.
Oh.
I got to write the numbers for the peoples.
Well,
all right.
What we doing tonight? Let's do something like 31 through 103.
Okay, y'all. 31 to 103.
31 through 103.
31 to 103, y'all. Okay?
Yoni Hoes, we coming over there and check y'all out in a minute.
Yes, we're going to come through, we're going to slide through and give y'all just a fruit pumps and a twirl, something the billionaire would like to say to y'all. And I don't know what the doc got to say. You know, she always got something to say. You know what I'm talking about? I need one more number.
Yoni Hoes, I'm coming to see you.
Okay. Here we go, Doc. Hey. Hey. Ooh. Hit it. Hit it. Ooh. Get it. Pause. Bring it back. Bow. On the one. Hey. Ooh. Bam.
I like that.
Yeah. That's funky. I like that joint.
I like that too.
That's a nice joint.
Okay, let me sit down because y'all know I'm out of shape.
All right, so for the first number, who we got?
Who we got over here? Okay, the number over here, you see?
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Let's see who we got here.
Her said 101, her said 111, 87. Okay, who's close?
Okay, so for the first winner.
Wait, well, no. What? Whoa. Okay. What you got over there? Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our first winner. Is Candace Howard.
Hey, Miss Range. Yeah, girl.
Yes, Candace Howard. Candace Howard, you are on Facey's Face. You are the first winner. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
It's clogged. Move your cup back. You gotta probably go inside and unclog it. I don't know. You gotta go inside the freezer and get it out the ice thing. Right? Okay.
Oh no, I never played with it.
Okay, you don't have to pick another number. We're gonna go through the same numbers. Candace.
Yep. Hey, mama.
Okay, so who? Hi, Lynn Parker with the capital L.
Mama, all right. Love.
What you say, Miss Rain?
Coming through. Nikki Carter, thank you for coming through. That's
hey, Nick Carter.
Hey, appreciate the love.
I went to school with hers.
With Nikki Carter?
With Nikki Carter.
Oh, okay.
We used to spend the night with one another.
Oh, okay.
Mama, the folks saying hey. Nikki Steen said hey. What's your next winner? Okay. Oh, right on the money.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a number right on the money.
I can't even see the name. Okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Shalea Freeman.
Shalea? Is that what it is? Y'all know I can't see.
Shalea Freeman. Come to the front of the class. You
Come
are the
to
number
the
two
front.
winner. Number two.
Shalea and Candace.
That's a new name too, Shalea Freeman. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate the love. Boom.
All right, y'all want to know what y'all won? Because I play. Kismet, where you been all night?
Kismet, where you been all night?
Like I was telling everybody about Bucky's little crush.
You know what? Let's tell the people what they want. The two people what they want, okay? Lord have mercy. You just want to always got to be better.
Y'all win some ancestor monies.
Ooh.
You need some ancestor money.
Ancestor money.
This is what they get, and they get some
break it down,
ancestor
Doc,
money.
what the ancestor money for those
ancestor
of us
money
that's
for those
new
of
and they
you
might not
who
know.
are new and you don't know.
Yes.
This is called Hell Note paper. No, it ain't called Hell Note paper. It's called Hell Notes. What kind of paper is it? I gotta think of what. Jaws paper. Jaws. Thank you, Pete, because I would have never remember. It's Jaws paper. So, for those of you who don't know, when you burn this, it's giving offerings to those ancestors who are no longer in the physical. So, it's clearing up. Hold on. Let's let Miss Range get her ice. So, I don't sound like I'm screaming at y'all, okay? Give me 2.2.
Who else we got? Kai Ma'a. Okay, that's a new name too for us. Hey, peace, Queen. Thanks for coming through. Ooh, she says she's excited. She's so excited.
Rod Jones has been on here before. Hey,
Rod Jones?
I've seen her like one other time or something like that.
Okay, well, shout out to that.
Shout out, Rara.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Rara. We appreciate the love.
We do. We really do.
Well, you're not getting no ice tonight, Blue Jay.
Hold on, Sting.
Well, get your ice out.
Come here, Bucky.
Here I come.
Big Shitty, go see what she needs.
You know what? That's what you're not going to do. That's what she's not.
Big Shitty, go help my mama. How about, okay, so Jaws paper, Hell Note, is a way to give offering to your ancestors on the other side to clear up any financial debt energetically that they have left here in the physical, and to clear up poverty consciousness, money mindset in the bloodline. And so to give offering every day is crucial. So if you one of them people like in this lifetime, and even if you don't know, but if you know in this lifetime you bound for riches, this is the way to do it. I promise you. Lighting ancestor money every night to the ancestors so that they can have an afterlife of prosperity and abundance, and clearing up any debts that they left behind in physical. Let me give y'all a little note here, just in case you don't know. If your grandfather transitioned, let me wait till Billionaire Bucky stop talking to Miss Range.
Excuse me, you know what?
I can't hear.
What? You don't gotta hear yourself.
No, I said they can't hear. You don't realize how your voice travels. So, if can't now y'all get to see, don't y'all? Y'all get to see. Y'all get to see. It's not only me. I'm glad you get to see.
It is.
I hope you got ear boogers on your finger. I hope you did.
You got waxy ears.
I hope you got ear boogers all on your finger. Put your finger in your mouth.
Ew.
So, if you have grandpa who transitioned and he had a lot of medical debt and nobody paid that debt off, guess what? Energetically, that debt is still floating around in your bloodline.
Ooh.
And so it is going to affect you as well. So lighting ancestor money will help clear up that energetic negative debt or debt that that loved one has left behind and didn't get paid in the physical. It's still energy. It's a currency. So this is a currency. This is energy, and this will help with that. So those
Even
two individuals.
USD is current or is an energy as well.
Yes, sir.
Break that down to
yes, sir. Yes, USD is a currency, which is our dollars and our coins. Yes. Just like cryptocurrency, that's a currency.
That's an energy.
It's all energy. So, you know, people don't realize, like, you know, when we was talking about PTSD, debt and poverty is passed down. PTSD, post-traumatic slave disorder, and post-traumatism slave disease. That shit is passed down, and you wonder why you on welfare. Well, because grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncles, mama, everybody was on welfare. And you don't desire to be on it, but you definitely ain't doing nothing to get yourself off of it.
Starts with you.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what they're getting tonight. Ancestor monies, courtesy of Lovey B, Dr. Lovey B, coming from Soul's Vibration. Y'all check out Soul's Vibration. She's going to ship it to you. So make sure those winners inbox me your address, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, so that I can, just so that you know, when you send me your address, I will be sending it to Soul's Vibration, which is an online metaphysical store, so that they can ship you your ancestor money. And I paid for it. Dr. Lovey B. Brand paid for it, so it'll be coming from there. All right? Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Dr. Lovey B. Shenanigans.
And made some damn shenanigans. And
is your stomach bubbles? Is your
and
stomach
Billionaire
bubbles?
Bucket Chronicles.
Big shit.
King
Let me
Billionaire
see.
Bucket Chronicles.
Stomach.
Oh, you girl.
Is you bubble?
No bubbling. What the? You see what I have to deal with? Shenanigans. Lord.
We love you, Bucket.
Oh.
All right, till next week. Y'all know, y'all just deal with the shenanigans, and we just love y'all tuning in to the shenanigans. You know, we really feel official tonight. Like, we got cameras all over the place. YouTube, what up?
YouTube.
What up? We love y'all, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. IG, Facebook. We just like, yeah, we'll get used to this, y'all. Can y'all see with us our round table? Having y'all on periodically, talking about the healings you've done and breaking the cycles in your bloodline, and talking about the expert fields that you are in. We're going on the Dr. Lovey Billionaire Bucket Show. Bam! Welcome. Be like, yeah, Kismet been following us since day one. We get to bring her on the show, and we get to talk about Kismet.
Oh, thanks, Kismet.
Billionaire Audrey's been with us since day one. We get to bring her on the show and tell the whole world how amazing she is. Right. On the Dr. Lovey B.
Billionaire Bucket
Show. We love y'all.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Come back next Tuesday. Truthful Tipsy Tuesdays. We don't have a title for next Tuesday, so it's going to be a It's going to be a Pawise to use. So y'all don't want to miss it.
Audrey said lies. You will be on our show. You'll be one of the first guests.
You will be.
Stop running from your gifts and your destiny.
You will be.
Stop. All right, we about to go check out these hoes. We going in the Yoni Ho group. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a Yoni Ho and you haven't reached out to me, be like, how can I become a hoe? Ask yourself why.
Ask yourself why.
Ask yourself why you not a hoe.
And then remember what Dr. Jim says. Do better, baby. Get some. Can we get an outro song?
What we gonna get? That one that I was playing was fire.
It was fire.
That shit. was like, I liked it. Let
Let
me see where it went, Billionaire. Yeah, that shit was like, I like that. That beat was. Yeah, we're going to see the Yonis.
Yeah, we're about to go see the Yonis. Yonis, we coming to see y'all.
Love story. Hey.
Oh, Kimmy J said she gonna be on there too. Well, Kimmy J, you gotta tune in. You in the corner right now. Can you do a body roll? Huh? My whole body is a roll right now. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in transition. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the 6-pack come through. You feel me?
Let me see you do a body roll with your 6-pack. Your imaginary 6-pack. Oh, do the snake. Ah, give him some shoulder. Give him some shoulder bucket. Oh, get me with it. What? Oh, don't kill him like that.
They gotta bite your bottom lip, make you think you're doing something. You know the old man, he be in there with his linen suit on and his hat.
Ooh, he be like, I'm coming for you, baby. Ooh, you ready for Big Daddy? What? Yeah.
He trying to pull the youngest thing in the club.
Get him, what? Go on, big sassy. Ooh, I see you. I see you. Tear it up. Tear it up. Ooh, fuck it up, 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 fuck it up. Oh, my. They ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it.
That's all y'all get. Sneak peek. Sneak peek. That's it. That's it.
Don't kill him like that.
Can't get y'all the rest. I can't even get y'all the rest. I'm gonna need cash apps to get y'all the rest. You understand? You got
$10. Hey,
you got to drop some change on the cross.
I need my 85% first and bigger more than some change. Oh, there. Love y'all. See y'all next week. IG. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Love y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. All right, Facebook. We headed over there to them Yoni hoes.